Welcome to IM4GOD Movement Podcast, where you can find it on all your platform podcasts. I'm Tracy Curtis, and for those that just tuning in, you have to go back to preview all the podcasts. You don't want to miss it, because all it's about is basically, I'm hoping that it can help somebody out there, because everybody on here have their own different story, and that's what it's all about. Just letting people know that God is real. God is still doing miracles today, same as he did in the Bible, and for people to tell their testimonies. So today, I have a guest, and that's a good friend of mine. She came all the way from California, y'all. Like, how many of y'all friends come all the way from California? I ain't gonna get into that. But anyways, I have a friend today, Olive Bailey, that came all the way from California to join me today. Olive, say hey to the people.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Y'all, this is a friend of mine that, listen, God has his way. God put people in your life for a reason, and it's all his plan. So let me tell you, you remember that time, first of all, remember how we first met? When you came in the shop, you came with, we don't call names. You came in the shop with someone, and I remember you coming in the shop, and you was just, anybody know Olive? She, she can sell anything. She real hype, but it was something about you that just really pay attention. And I didn't know what how they say what the devil got planned, God meant for good. And just tell the people, like, you remember that day though, the first time we met?
Yeah, I remember like yesterday. So,
tell the people a little bit about
somebody
how we met.
Like, come on, we meet my cousin. So I walked in the shop, I stared at her, looked up and down. Oh, I said, "Oh, you Tracy. I heard a lot about you. It wasn't good." So then on the day, while I was in there, she started talking about all the stuff she had, her movement, her daughter book. I ain't had nothing but a hot $20 in my pocketbook. So get what I do. Before we get in the haircut, get what I do. I said, get what? I support your daughter. Let me buy a book.
And keep in mind, y'all, she was saying, she had told, remember you said, I'm going to come back and buy your shirt. But because it's the kids, you said, I'm going to buy your daughter book today.
Yeah.
And when she said that, y'all, let me get my words together. The Holy Spirit had said to me, you're going to give her that shirt. So when she bought the book for my daughter, I said, you know what? God, the Holy Spirit just told me to give you the shirt. And she just looked at me real funny when I said that. So I had to be obedient and not knowing what God had planned. So with that being said, that day turned into something totally different. I remember her saying that, you was changing.
Yeah, my lifestyle, No, I'll tell you my story, you'll be blown.
Oh, we gonna get to that, y'all. That's the juicy part.
And then I showed her the picture. Then she passed around her shop. From my picture in that shop that day, it was like 5 people in there. They started telling their testimony.
Yeah, everybody wanted to open up, but wasn't nobody top of hers. But but any day, and it's so funny how God will do things and change and work things out for the good. And I just remember it's yesterday, and I remember when you said, I wanna get my hair done like y'all or something. You said, and when you said it, the Spirit said, and you gonna help her. And I was like, I remember saying, God, you know what? Hold on, wait. Nah, here you go with these projects you want me to do. But I did not know God had a whole demeanor of a motive, what it was. And when I say she fought me to do a relaxer, y'all, oh my God.
No, it was your mama. Your mama chased me.
Right, and she came in there with the relaxer on her head, sitting there running. Look what your mama did in my head. I was like, this fool is really running through the shop with a relaxer on her head. But not knowing how that bloomed and made her into, listen here, she got a bad shape, y'all, listen. But at the end of the day, God has really showed her the beauty side of her. And people, it's funny because people ask me, I made you, you know what I'm saying? And she has a mind of her own. I never made her nothing. She opened up for the change. And I was just the friend there to say, hey, I help you. Because anybody know me, I'm all girly girl. I ain't always been girly girl. But, I'm all girly girl.
I tell people, every time they say something about her making me change, I told them I've been saved and just like a girl before I met her. But she just made it different, showing me how to be a beautiful lady inside and out.
Yes.
She didn't put nothing on me to do this. I've been like this before I came around. She just, she used to tell me, I don't know nothing about that type of stuff. But I did tell her, I got delivered out of it. You ain't got to know about it. So.
And it's funny because when she try to talk about it, y'all, what I tell you?
I don't need that.
I don't want to hear that. That's something else. I ain't listen here.
That's your past.
Yeah, that's your past. We're gonna talk about it now. Okay, I can't even relate to it. So hey, let's keep it here. But at the end of the day, regardless of the fact, whatever she chooses to do, you know what I'm saying, I'm still that friend, you know, whatever she, you know, and it just like I said, I'm just a friend. If that's what she want to do, I'm going to be there and help her. But, you know, just tell, you know, people a little bit, how was it whenever your first time you told like your mom and your dad?
Like my mom, I told her like a birthday. One day I woke up, I was like, Mama, first she was like, why no man don't call the hall? I was like, Mom, I got a girlfriend. She was just shocked, looking at me like, huh? Then my dad, I met him like when I was 23. But yeah, he came over to the house and he said, what's that? I said, Dad, this our address. So then my mom, she from Jamaica, she didn't say too much. All my family in Mobile, Alabama, took me in as I was. Not threw me out the house. They ain't do none of that. They didn't stop talking to me. That's it.
And that's love. That's what God is about. Because we can't judge. At the end of the day, God do the only judging. And I like to even like the fact to say, you know, tell people what, you know, your story far, like what brought you to, you know, the change.
One day, like December 16, 2016, I was sent up, supposed to be going to get a job. I just rode one of my homeboy the day before, getting high and stuff like that. I got so mad that I could have walked out the door to kill him, because you could take me to get high, but you wouldn't take me to get no job. Then I called the pastor wife at one of the churches I grew up in. She was like, stay in the house. I was like, okay. I stayed in the house, because it sounded like you're going to go out there and do something wrong. So when I stayed in the house, I got in the room and I just started seeking God. And God said, you know what you need to be doing? Fixing yourself, finding who you are instead of trying to play that role. So I got delivered.
And you've been delivered how long now?
I surrendered December 16, 2016. So this is 2020, I think, like 5 years. Well, I got saved in 2016, and I started dressing like a woman the 1st of January 2017.
Well, God would do it all the time. You gotta be open for change. You know, when you're open for change, things will happen.
And it was on a Sunday when I first that year, January the 1st, 2017. So when I walked in the church, my hair did, girl clothes. Cause I went on my friend's house today. I said, I don't care what you get, it could be tacky. My pastor just slapped the piss out of me. That was a wake-up call. So they give me a dress, a skirt, a song. I would've got my hair curl. And nobody didn't tell me to do it. I just shocked the whole city. Went to church. She said, you gonna make some of these women come out, go start combing their hair. All that. So it wasn't nobody telling me to do that. I needed it. I did it on my own. Cause I was hungry and thirsty and wasn't nothing else to run to. I was running so much till I had to run to it instead of away from them.
And like I tell people all the time, you know, to me, you know, alcohol and drugs is a cover up of pain. You know what I'm saying? And you know, just to say like, what drugs? What did you? Cause
I was on Molly's. I did all the drugs except meth, cocaine, heroin, and crack. I did the Molly's. I did the X pill, the fake weed, like that took me out of here. Weed. All the stuff, you know, they talking about now. And I thank God that I'm delivered off of it.
Yeah, she really is. She really is. Even though you might get a little high every now and then, but you know, we ain't gonna talk about that.
Yeah, you supposed to talk about everything. You got to be real.
We ain't gonna talk about that. But, you know, at the end of the day, God is the one to do judging. But like I tell people, it's about abusing the drug. You know, that's the thing or whatever. But at the it's a walk. You know, ain't nobody perfect. Everybody go through, you know, and I'm not saying because if you smoke weed, you know, I'm not saying that. But we keeping it real. And at the same time, I remember that time you was telling me about why'd you join the military? Tell them why you joined the military.
I got a little trouble back at home. Wrong place, wrong time. They, you know, put me on probation. And I know that probation wasn't for me because, you know, that ain't the life I live. So I went around, looking around the probation building and say, go to the Army, you can get out the probation. So I went to the Army.
So basically, she went in the army, y'all, just so she won't go to jail. Did you hear that part? Okay, like she's sitting in there, she see a sign to tell her either army or jail.
Probation. That's just like you in jail.
I'll be the same way. Take me to right there, the army, because I ain't built for it. I'm just not. But at the end of the day, you know, like I say all the time, you know, God has did so much, you know what I'm saying, with you. And I mean, it's just something that you like to tell, you know, the people as far as, you know, out there that may question or anything about your walk and how they should be.
The first thing is how bad do you want it?
Right.
And another thing, you always got to keep people around you that praying for you to come out that deliverance. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying is, I want it bad. I was hungry and thirsty because this wasn't my first time. I tried it about a couple times to get out that lifestyle. Mm-hmm. Everybody was telling me that I was confused. Then I had to tell myself, how can you be confused trying to be who God made you? Right. A woman, not a man, because that's misery. Trying to play a man role is real misery. Trying to be something that you ain't is real misery. That's why I fell into the drugs and just being mean, angry all the time, trying to be something I ain't. Now, the way God got me set up is, I'll never go back to that. And I was just trying to let people who out there that's trying to get out that lifestyle, be yourself and just come on out of it. Mm-hmm. Don't worry about what nobody say. Cause the people that's trying to say something to you, they ain't gonna go where you going. Right. They'll walk around and say you confused. But just do what God, if you want God trying to get your attention, ain't no way around it. I seen it. Ain't no way around it. Mm-hmm. And I tried my best hard. And he kept giving me signs, the death, all that, women putting out aid papers, all that. I said, oh no, had to come about that. So, and do what you got to do for yourself. Because I'm happy over here. I just lost my twin.
Yeah, I was about to say, we can't forget about, you know, like, she has a twin, y'all. And, you know, like I said, I'm so grateful that you took the time to come because she lost her twin. She passed and she's they're doing the passway on y'all birthday.
On our birthday. And I mean 40 years old.
Right. And the fact,
and look at me now. Yeah. Come out that boy life and look better than the average woman out there.
And it's funny because even she know, like, she had watched my brother's service and stuff. And I remember when she called me and told me she lost her sister, and I was just like, you know, she's like, look, I'm gonna need you to pray for me. I'm gonna need that strength you have for your brother. I said, listen, all you gotta do is ask God to give you that strength. You want to numb you and fill you up with all of him. And to look and see her now and to see how she was when you called, you was broke down, you know.
Wow,
and like I tell you all the time, everybody have their own way of dealing with death, you know what I'm saying? But when you know you was in a good space with that person, you can easily let that person go. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, God, and you have a good space as far as with the person that passed away, you can easily let that person go. But, you know, at the same time, it's just how God just puts that peace in you. Like, you don't even feel like they're gone. You feel like they just moved away or you're going to see them again or whatever. But you have to get there. Like, understand, everybody got their own way. I'm not saying that, you know, it's a right or wrong way. It's whatever you choose, that's you. But I thank you again because you could have, you know, easily said, I can't make it or whatever. But you said, you know what, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for me and my sister. You know what I'm saying?
And there were a lot of people don't understand. That's what I was trying to tell them in Mobile, Alabama. You don't have to walk with God. You gonna go crazy dealing with a death. And I just, like I told my head, went crazy, lost my mind due to my mama dying. So God fixed me and cleaned me up to be repaired for this day. So I'm not worried, I'm not stressed, I'm not complaining. I'm going to that funeral like I am. Happy.
And God's gonna be right there with you and I'm gonna be praying for you because I know how I feel. But let me tell you something, when you on a high for God,
ain't nothing can stop you.
I'm telling you, it's serious.
And like, do what I tell them. I tell them, I told somebody that I know who God is. I don't need no pastor prophesy on me. She ain't no God. She got to go one day and she going up to yonder with her Lord. So I knew she knew the Lord, so I got to act out. The only way I go crazy, you know, be some kind of sentimental if she didn't know the Lord. And she was a good person. We had a powerful relationship, you know, so I ain't worrying about nothing. But just putting it in the ground, enjoy my 40th birthday,
And I want to tell you on the show, happy birthday. Even
Thank
though
you.
it's Saturday, happy birthday.
Thank you.
To both of y'all. And she's still with you, a part of you. She's still with you. I promise you it's going to be a day that you're going to hear a little small little voice and it's going to remind you of
It
something.
was back when she was dying. I mean, when it was going on then.
Really?
I had bubbles. The whole time she was dying, I already knew she was dead.
Oh, well, see,
I felt it.
See,
I felt it then she started bubbles coming.
See?
So that was her last word. Make sure my children straight and keep your head up and keep on walking.
Yeah.
Never in straight path like you doing. You probably felt like I didn't like it. I mean, your change, but I did.
Well, see, you already there. See, some people got to get there, and you know, and I hate, and I like I said before, you know, I cannot wait to see where God is taking you, because like I always tell you, like you gotta stop entertaining people that don't want the best for you. You know what I'm saying? Because God got big plans for you. He got your name all over it, but you gotta want it bad enough. You know what I'm saying? I tell you all the time. I say, listen, you fight a different demon than me. You know what I'm saying? That demon that you can fight is a whole nother ball game. You know, and I tell you all the time, you know, it's nothing like knowing who you are in Christ. You know what I'm saying? When you know who you are in Christ, you can stand and look at a demon in their face and say, that's fine. And you'll walk off. It don't even bother you. You'll brush it off. It don't even bother you. You let God handle that. But when you sit here so caught up in flesh and let the devil, because the devil ain't nothing poking you like a poke bear. Just poke you. Because you never know who watching. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is when somebody watching, you going to have those that you can teach. And you going to have those that's just sitting there just to sit there and say, oh, I knew it was in her. You know what I'm saying? So when you understand what God is doing and you know he's bigger than it all, and God controls the devil. You know, God give him permission.
The devil.
Yeah, to sit there and poke you. So when it comes that time that you can stand there and know without a shadow of a doubt, because listen, you're going to have, like you said, people going to call you confused, but you got to say, why am I confused? Because you confused? I know who I am. The question is, do you know who you are? And if you okay with who you are, why is you bothering?
That's the question I was saying. That's why I went to funk myself.
Yeah.
I had to know, for me not to be confused, I had to go find who Olive was.
Right.
You could get delivered out of anything, but
Exactly.
you still got to find who you are.
Yes.
He brought me out the lifestyle, but I was still family mama, so I had to go find who I was all the way. And this who I am today. I am that woman. Yes. That woman that God made.
Yes.
I was just like lost. Like, let me see what's going on over there.
Curious.
And one ain't for me. That life ain't for me.
Yeah, curious. Like I tell people, I feel like, you know, life is like a door, it's like a hallway. God at the end, and it's all these doors. You know what I'm saying? And you pick and choose what door you go through. You know, you got all kind of doors. Now each door got a title on it. You know what I'm saying? So you got some doors that's cracked. And then the ones ain't good for you. The ones cracked, that's the devil telling you, come on in. So it's up to you to choose what doors that you choose to walk in. Like I tell people, it's certain doors I'm never gonna open. You know what I'm saying? So God gives you a choice. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing about God. He don't force himself on you.
No.
He give you a choice. And then when you pick and choose what you want to do with that. You know what I'm saying? He just sitting on the sideline like, I'm waiting for you. I got so much planned for you. It ain't even funny. I'm just waiting to give it to you when you ready. And then sometimes he'll test you.
I'm ready.
And give it to you just to show you not ready. And then he'll slide it back and say, you thought you was ready, but now you see that you really wasn't ready for it. So I'm going to take it back from you because you're not ready for it now, and I'll give it back to you when you're ready. So then you appreciate it then. Because, you know, when somebody give you something, you don't appreciate as much as whenever you work for it. It's a totally difference. You know what I'm saying? When you work for something so hard, you be like, listen here, you don't know what I've been through to get here. And because I've been through so much to get here, I refuse to let somebody just take it from me. You know what I'm saying?
Like
so,
this depth, like for instance, I've been here so much since she's been dead. They just feel like I'm gonna fall off. I said, nah, I use this death as a lose something, gain something.
Oh yeah.
What I ain't gain while she here, I'm finna gain it. While she my angel, she walking over me. Yeah, her husband, our kids gonna be straight. Cause he was a father. He wasn't no big deadbeat, so he gonna be. I'm gonna help provide for him and do what I can. I know my dad gonna come around and help the children too. So I can't go back. I can't go be a pillar of salt.
Yeah, and like I tell people, you know, death brings families together. They come closer. It's a time of healing, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to learn to forgive. Because at the end of the day, you never know who's leaving next. Because we all gonna go. We all gonna go. Ain't nobody special enough to stay here on this earth. So just knowing that, you know, let's just make it work. You know what I'm saying? Be the bigger person. Somebody got to be the person. Supposed to be that crazy. Can't be. Somebody got to be the big person.
I'm the bigger person.
And so when you do that, God gives you like a pat on the back.
Rest.
Yeah, he a peace of mind, and he lets you know, what you did.
Keep doing it.
Oh, yeah, definitely, every time.
Don't stop.
And I never forget that one time you had called me, right? And you was like, remember the guy that was trying to get hold of you? And
Oh
you
yeah.
locked yourself in the bathroom?
I called the phone, right? I called the phone. I said, you don't come get me. I be, dang. I come out that lifestyle as a woman and somebody touch me, and I ain't never got raped in that. When I was in that lifestyle, y'all got to be crazy.
Keep in mind, I've been raped before, and I had to laugh about it for crying because it was a funny thing. She called me and she's like, listen here. This man had a nerve to tell me, you ain't going to keep walking in my house looking all fine like I'm all man. So I'm, and she locked the door. She said, you better come get me fit. I go to jail because I'll be dead if I become a woman and somebody rape me. You know what I'm saying? But it was funny to me at the time, but at the same time, it was a reminder of I was raped before. You know what I'm saying? And so it was a flashback at the moment, but at the same time, I got a chance to laugh about it because it was funny coming from another woman or whatever. But at the same time, God is good all the time. And tell people a little bit about, as far as why is it that you support IM4GOD and why you wear your shirt so much or whatever.
For one, I've always been a supporter of, and it was good. See, I was a football coach in Fayetteville at the Park League, basketball coach. I support IM4GOD because I am for God. Right. I was for God before I met her. We are brand, so I had a lot of stuff I needed to do in the military, and I wore a shirt one day to the VA to where I had to go to get the paperwork done. And it been like years and years I was trying to get the paper. Somehow I had this shirt on, and I get up and get out. Get in the office. The lady said, I got your paper, the medical record. I said, wow. I looked down, I called. I said, this shirt do work. I said, this do work.
I tell people all the time, pray over your shirt. When you pray over your shirt, God do things that you never seen before.
And see, I wear these shirts all over the world. Wherever I go, I got an IM4GOD shirt.
Yeah, all the
I'm
time.
trying to take this movement wherever I can, where she ain't have to move. Just use me for the vessel of the IM4GOD. I don't want nothing from her. I just want to continue to be blessed, and God use her in my life. God to send somebody to keep pushing you to where you need to go. So that's why I wear IM4GOD. And I have a lot of people, trying to be negative against. Why you support her? Why you help her? It ain't her. I'm supporting God. It ain't Tracy, whoever y'all think. No. I don't. And people got to learn to try to figure people. Don't try to figure out. Come ask her. That's what I did.
Yeah.
And then guess what? The goodest person, Fayetteville. I'd have been around a lot of them in Fayetteville, and she one of the ones wanted to push. Not give up if I go talk to another person in Fayetteville and say, hey, I don't want to be around you no more because you messing with my enemies. I don't got time for that. So, but IM4GOD is a powerful movement if you know who God is for yourself. It ain't about choice. It ain't about the movement. But if you know who he is. He is my I am.
Yes.
And the Exodus 3:14 will tell you about who God is and who his name is for real, once you learn who God is, the relationship, what I'm saying? I give a shout out to my pastor down in Mobile, Alabama. Pastor O'Valley Brown, who worked with me, had patience with me, prayed for me, kicked me out the church, all that. I went through all kind of stuff to get where I'm at today. I never seen a person get kicked out the church. Pastor slapped you for foolishness. So I went through a lot to get where I'm at today. So IM4GOD, I thank you for me now, and I thank you for the movement. Cause it's a powerful statement. Cause the shirt is my new wardrobe after I buried my sister. No polo, no nothing, everything. If I had to send my stuff through the mail, she brand everything I want. So it's my strength, and that will carry me right now. This IM4GOD. I'm gonna have somewhere on my clothes, so it's on my thigh, my calf too. So I thank God for this podcast. Cause this my start right here. So.
Opening you up, getting you ready for what God planned for you. And I'm like I said before, I'm just excited because I'm be on the front row like, I told you. You know what I'm saying? But you know, whenever that day come, you know, I know you're gonna do it just like it need to be done. You know, you're not gonna sugarcoat it. You're gonna tell it like it is. And I'm gonna be praying for your strength because you're gonna need it. Because them demons, you listen, y'all.
That's how I got in trouble at your house the first time. The demons. You told me not to be picking that phone.
Yeah.
Trying to pray for people. And to travel through the phone.
Yeah. You gotta be careful because some of them is a trap. You know, it's a straight trap. They be stronger than you. And
but they want to drain me.
Yeah, they'll pull you right on in. You think you can handle them, but there's some demons out there that be ready for you. You gotta be like, whoa.
That's why I call you 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Wednesday.
Yeah, I remember.
That's why I called you 4 o'clock in the morning in Mobile,
that.
Alabama, because they were just scamming. Everybody was trying to come at me. I'm gonna pull up on you. And I started thinking, to make the people you need to be around. Call Chauncey. Tell her get you from here. Shoot, I've been gone, man. People, I'm at peace now.
Yeah, you'll get strong enough one day. You'll be able to walk through Mobile and have that light be on you so bright, honey. They ain't gonna say certain stuff to you because it's out of respect. They gonna know the walk that it's out of straight respect.
You just said something somebody said on the phone.
Yeah.
People they don't respect people. I mean, people from Mobile do not respect people that trying to do the right thing for their life, but they'll respect you while you're doing wrong.
Oh, definitely. Yeah,
I'm like, what?
Yeah, definitely. They'll be all the biggest cheerleader and everything as long as you're doing wrong. But when you start doing right, watch how they fall off. They just fall off. Leave them there. Don't go try to pick them up because that's a trick of the enemy. You know, you got to be able to leave them there because they're not supposed to go where you go anyways. That season has went by. You know what I'm saying? So you got, how you say, it's your reason. You got reasons and seasons. You know what I'm saying? Your season people, you just let them go because their time is up. Because if you sit there and try to dwell and try to mold them or try to tell them what to do or how to do it, you sitting there delaying what God got for you.
So that's another thing that God just told me. They told me this time I removed the people. You ain't going back.
Right.
Bang, you ain't going back. I seen what you be talking about all the time. I was like, she right. How another human being that ain't got nothing going for themselves tell me something. So, but God good though. I thank God for this.
Well, I thank you so much for taking the time and really, you know, coming here and letting people know, you know, God is real.
Been traveling since I got on the plane, boy.
and tell people, you know, what your walk is real.
Yeah, my walk real.
Yeah, and like I tell people all the time, you know, if you have a problem with somebody, pray for that person and let God bring them out. Don't you go poking the bear like you gonna change something.
Oh, get what? That's what I want to tell them. Right? That's a thing. There's a lot. That's why a lot of them. Anything, homosexual, drugs, whatever. They have people that bash them, come out. That's what happened to me. That's why I never got saved and tried. I've been supposed to been out the lifestyle back in my young days. People come and bash you. You know, try to take you away from what God have for you. And I learned. I did what I learned. All of the people ain't finna take you nowhere. God finna take you somewhere. That's why he stirring up that gift and, you know, open up doors for you. So that if you out there trying to get out this lifestyle, get out anything that God trying to get your attention, let God use you. Cause he gonna get you.
Oh yeah, he get you.
He gonna get you. He gonna get the closest thing to you. And that what he just did. My mama was the closest thing, but I wasn't in God. But now he just got my twin. He told me this, I open and get repaired and take life serious. Cause I wasn't a serious person. I ain't gonna lie. I felt like having no kids, you could do what you want. But now I got some kids. I'm gonna have help with 2 arms. So I'm finna take life serious now. Cause I wasn't no serious person. I always had a word. I don't care.
Yeah, you did. That was, I say, fix your face, fix your face, and stop saying you don't care.
If you out there trying to change your life for the better, for God, changes are necessary. So don't worry about the people, because the people, if they your friend and you trying to change and they go to talking negative, get away from them. And then if you got a friend and you start talking about Jesus and they don't want to hear it, them ain't your friend.
You need to get far away from them.
Them ain't your friend if you friends. You don't need no friends that can't help you elevate to the next level. Get away, help you successful. I'm value. I got a lot of value and worth in me. And I found a real friend. Just don't want to do. Cause I have a lot of people that used to use me up, my value and my worth to anything I do. So I just do it. Step out on that, leap out on that faith, and do whatever God wants you to do. Don't be scared, cause fear is a false evidence appear real. And you can be feared, but it'll come real.
Yes.
It'll appear real. So just let God use y'all. Cause this world is not where it's at if you ain't got God.
Yeah. Yes.
If you don't got God, you don't believe in him, you don't trust in him, you don't have faith in him, because a lot of people out here living a high life and don't even have God.
You better say that
They
again.
think they getting this stuff on their own, but they ain't. God letting you have fun in the midst of it. So now it's time, you got to work for God, for what God have. You got to work for it. So that's why I sit around and like I was telling them in Mobile while I'm there, I go to work for God. So that's why I'm so blessed. Once a person bless me, I bless the next person, because I've been like this before I got saved. I always had a heart to help others, but God taught me to do it genuine and love and genuine. So if you're out there, don't know, love on your family. If you don't know how to love, go to God, and God will show you how to love on one another. Because God ain't going to send you nowhere if you got a bitter heart. You ain't going to be able to receive nothing he got for you. So you just need to change your ways, and he will help you. Nobody else can. And your attitudes, I'm a prime example. But I had a nasty attitude on top of being mean and anger. What that song? I had to get it fixed in order to get in this straight path line I'm in with God today. So y'all just, if you're trying to get out of any demonic situation, go. If you can't get on your knee, go face first. Put your face in and just start praying. Praying, seeking God. Don't go to man. Don't go to no pastor, because there's too many people out here worshiping the pastor, and the pastor is not God. And God sent them to be a messenger. He ordained them to be a messenger. So when you go to a pastor, they give you a message, you got to go get your own relationship with God, because the pastor's already got it. I don't worship them. They a man. I tell them they myself. I don't look at them like a preacher. I look like a human being. What you got? The same knowledge you got, I might got more than you. So guess what? Don't come to me with nothing sideways. So you got to be yourself in God, man. That's why a lot of people be falling off in God, because they worship the peoples in the church, not who the high might is. What the high power is? Hallelujah. Huh?
Yes.
Okay,
yes,
then.
Yes.
That's what you need to worship.
Yes, and I thank you so much again. I remember when you called and told me, what your niece had told you? She like what?
She when I got the Mobile, she was like, Olive, I love your change. All on, they love it. And then my other little niece, when I was on the one, my sister just died, I was on the video chat. She said, oh my God, you got praise in you. I can't believe it. I wish my mom was here. Yeah, they good peoples.
The thing is, when God changed you, though, that way he changed you is like the beautifulest thing ever. That mold is something different.
My nephew told me last year.
What?
We were talking about I was telling him, me and him be on the phone. I said, the pastor told me to get a bucket, go fill some dirt. He didn't even get me finished the saying it. He said, God finna bloom you. He finna bloom you like a flower, ain't he? I said, wow.
God, he speaks through kids. He speaks through
Cause he used to get the Bible. Come on, ain't he? We know, cause he like, we know you had it in it, cause you make us get the Bible and go to church. I said, yeah, come on, get ready. You gonna be next to me too. Yeah, they always tell me that. They love it. Let's do it.
Yes, and like I said, I love what God is doing through me.
Yeah.
To you. Like I tell people, it ain't got nothing to do with me.
We see, people don't understand. We both help each other. Help each other. People don't know. You have with the beauty of a script to you in your Christ walk. Taught you. I ain't teaching nothing. God used me to show you.
Right.
And you already had to give. You just need, like I told you, that ain't the Bible.
Right.
That phone ain't the Bible. You gotta have the heart back to get what you need.
Yes.
Cause Google ain't where that. You got to use your brain to get what God have for
the
you.
Word, the real
the
word.
Break it down. They got Bibles out there for you. So that's what and I thank God for being able to, I thank God for you able to see what's in me. You know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of people don't see it. They just have me around, and I seen a lot of that in Fayetteville, controlling spirits in God. So I had to get away from that. I've been around a lot of controlling spirits since I've been delivered, because I'm so anointed and power. over my power, over my life. And people that been with God for like 20-some years, I break them down until they had to go back to their flesh. And I was like, you ain't delivered. You could be out of God, being God 26 years and still have some demonic in you. And since I've been saved, I done broke a lot of people down like that. So they try to come at me with something, and I just give them the word, and they start talking my flesh and all that. I say, you supposed to be a strong woman of God. Now the person that broken can bring your flesh out. That's something ain't right.
Yeah, God be using you. And that's what I tell people. You don't even know how He just out the blue. It be one conversation, it goes somewhere else. And then you be like, dang, you realize that was the Holy Spirit, you know what I'm saying, using you at that time. And like I thank you so much for taking the time, for coming. You got a promise. I'm gonna have to get you, I guess, next time on Zoom, come back again, because it's so much.
I go out for the work.
Oh, you right about that?
My nieces want me to close by, and I'm going to do what I gotta do until straight a whole month worth of praying on this. Just like I tell people, I go work in California, you work in North Carolina, you work anywhere I go.
Oh yeah.
I believe in God, and I'm gonna step out on faith. So that's why I tell the people, you don't know God, get out my faith, because if God lead me back to Mobile, He gonna work, He gonna help me, and lead me while I'm down here. So I'm just saying, I ain't saying that wasn't gonna happen, but I got to just get into my faith, my prayer.
Yeah.
Lead me.
Yes. And like I said, I thank you again. And I thank y'all for tuning in. And once again, this is IM4GOD Movement, and stay tuned for the rest.